This is an open video, I suppose you could say, rather than a letter or a video letter, to any current advertisers or anyone thinking on advertising on the People's Voice. Quite frankly, you do not want your product or company or services to be associated with the People's Voice. The first one is this station is run by David Icke. David Icke is, the best way to put it is, he's a conspiracy theorist and a crackpot and an absolute loon. Remember, this is the guy that went on live TV and claimed that he was the new son of God, and has since gone on to make such other ridiculous claims. Remember, David Icke has quite a large following in the far-right neo-Nazi movement because of his lizard theories, and whenever people bring this up, he merely laughs it off. He's never once actually dealt with the issue seriously. So if you don't want your product to be associated with a man like that, then please pull your advertising and don't consider going near them. But if that hasn't convinced you, the People's Voice does not have... Well, People's Voice is staffed by a pretty much a very large group of volunteers. Now, unfortunately, many of these volunteers have come out and said that they have suffered racism, abuse, and basically sexism, all within these offices. And they have also, surprisingly, do not have a policy in place to deal with this. Instead, people have been told when they brought this up, they've been told to ignore it, which has resulted in worse bullying, and basically they've been forced to leave. So, do you want your company to be associated with an organisation that allows workplace bullying, racism and sexism to continue? Imagine if this happened within your own organisation. Would you allow that a free pass? I don't think so. But let's get on to two of its more colourful members, shall we say, particularly the People's Voice presenter and the Hidden Science, who basically have gone out of their way to promote anti-science and anti-science medicine viewpoints with no scientific backing of their own. Indeed, Dr. Manjar claims to have cured someone using biohealing, and biohealing pretty much equates to someone dancing around you while not touching you but using their hands like that. Apparently she cured cancer. And again, I have to ask, do you want your product, company or association to be affiliated with this company? But this again goes on. Only a couple of months ago, Sonia Poulton left over the fact that she brought allegations that the donations that people were using to fund the People's Voice, because, again, the People's Voice is meant to be a business, but instead they are asking people to fund their business, their bad business decisions, again and again. In fact, they are now on their third Indiegogo campaign. This is not a company or organisation you want to be involved with. So, again, please do not be involved with them. But again, going back to the Sonia Poulton thing, this issue has still not been resolved. They may have released a small snippet of accounts, but it does not delve deep into the problems that have been continually being brought up by other bloggers. And you only have to put in why I left the People's Voice to find these blogs. The People's Voice is going to go down, and it's going to go down in a flame of glory. It is a train that just doesn't know when to stop crashing. So you have to ask yourself, do you want to be involved with a company like this? Quite frankly, the answer should be no. So, thank you for listening.